name is David Dahlgren. I'm going to be going over the sterile procedure for PTs. For starters, we're going to make sure we don't have any jewelry on. This is going to represent my sink area, and this will be my trash can. So for starters, we're going to come over and we're going to wash our hands for 30 seconds. Make sure we wash the wrist. Coming up to in between the fingers. And then washing underneath our nails. After 30 seconds, we're going to rinse from fingertips down, and we'll dry off with a paper towel. Next, we have all our items assembled, so we'll open up our sterile field, grab in one corner within the 1-inch bounds of the sterile field, grab the other corner and we'll lay it down. After that, we can grab the pack with our gauze in it, opening it from the 1-inch border on the top. We'll open that and then drop that onto our sterile field and discard that. Next, we're going to don our shoe covers. After that, we're going to don the caps for our head, covering all the hair on our head. And then for males, we'll put one on to cover all facial hair. After that, we'll put on our face mask. And then lastly, we'll put on our face shield. After the face shield, we'll come over and grab the packet of gloves, open it up from the top to reveal the envelope, and then we'll drop the envelope face up onto our sterile field. We'll discard this. Next, we're going to wash our hands. Typically it would be 7 minutes, but for the purpose of this video, we are just going to do 3. We'll discard that. And then we'll start. Same procedure as the 30-second one, starting with our wrist and the back of our hand and our palm, working all the way up to 3 inches above the elbow on both sides. We'll flip it over and use the bristle side, bend our fingers and get the folds on our knuckles. And then we'll use the pick to clean in between our fingernails. And then we'll do the same thing on the other hand. After the 3 minutes, we'll discard our sponge and our pick. We'll rinse off from fingertips, letting the water drain all the way down our elbows, and then we'll dry off with a paper towel. Next, we'll come over to our gown. We're gonna use the one-handed technique, so we'll grab below the collar, quick motion to make sure we don't touch anything, and then we'll slide our arms in, and we'll have our assistant come and tie the neck string. All right, next we're gonna open up the glove pack. For the right glove, we're gonna pinch it on the outer rim. And then we'll slide our hand in. And then for the left, we'll use the 2 fingers, slide it in through the cup, scooping it in your hand, and sliding in. Next, we'll discard this packet. And I'll have an assistant come over and tie my waist strap. And then you can start whatever treatment you need to do. You can use any of the items on your sterile field. After you're done, you'll fold in your sterile field. We'll discard that. We'll have your assistant come over and take off both the waist and the neck tie. After that, we'll cross our arms, pulling all the way and wrapping in, making sure not to touch yourself and keep everything on the inside. And once you get all the way down, you'll pull your hands out. And we'll discard that. Your gloves may or may not come off. We're going to use the open palm technique. We will grab the middle of the glove and pull. And then with your free hand, we'll palm that one up. 1 finger from the inside. Pull both your gloves off. Discard that. Next, we're going to wash our hands for 30 seconds. Using the same procedures as before. We clean our wrist. Going up to in between our fingers. And then cleaning our nails. We'll rinse off fingertips down, dry off with a paper towel, and discard that. Next, we'll remove our face shield first. We'll discard that. After removal of the face shield, you'll grab, twist, and remove your mask. After removal of your mask, we'll remove all the caps on your head and discard those. And then lastly, we'll remove our shoe covers and discard those before we wash our hands one last time for 30 seconds. Washing the wrist, in between the fingers, and our fingernails. rinse off fingertips down, dry off with a paper towel, discard that, and that is the entire sterile procedure for PTs.